Okay, I'm back with another little short video. I was flipping through some channels and I kind of ran across a few little possible bags that I really liked. A guy had made some. I had some of this suede. It was just kind of like deer suede or deer hide, but it's more like a suede. But I had it and I decided, I think I'll just try doing that because I like the idea that I can't remember the channel. Maybe I can figure it out. I mean, he does have credit for it. He did give me the inspiration, I guess, to actually make these here because I'd kind of seen how he done it, and I liked the way his were. I just didn't have any of that type of leather. Had some of this laying around, so I thought, well, I'm going to try it. Here in a nutshell, basically what we've got. Let me get this kind of picked up here so you can kind of see it. Get slid back. Alright. Give me a second to adjust here. Kind of a spur of the moment thing here. Could have adjusted that a little bit different. But what I've got is just this little, kind of like a little possibles bag, but I'm going to use this one here for keeping some tinder and stuff like that in. The only thing I don't like about this isn't waterproof. Been thinking about doing some beeswax work on the next one that I actually do. But it's got a little drawstring here that kind of pulls it up. And all I did was I just took a piece of leather here. But I'm going to actually come back and take one piece of leather about the same size, but put one hole that these will barely fit in, but kind of snug, so that way it will kind of hold it a little easier. But put a piece of leather, 5 ounce, sewn it into it, put the little wolf paws and the wolf on it, just tucking sewn this here into the back of it. There's the drawstrings, made some little decorations with it. Wasn't hard to do. I think I had a total of about 35 minutes in this, and that's counting hand sewing it. I just basically do like I always do, to make sure I got the right pattern before I waste some good material. Use an old cloth or something other and make sure that it looks like it's going to work, and if it does, then I just go to sewing it. This is sewn from the inside. Basically, you sew it inside out so that when you flip it over, this is on the inside of it instead of the outside. I don't know if you can kind of get that when it pulls out. Just remember, if you're going to be sewing, because since this is a flap, it's a solid piece that was longer on the outside of it, that you would want to make sure that the part that you want to use for the inside, like there's two sides of most of your leather. You got a smooth and then a rough, and then the kinds too. You just kind of want to make sure that you've got it flipped to where when you flip it around, that the side that you want is actually on it. And that's how I did this one here. I mean, that's pretty much it. Sewn that into the back of it. Pretty much everything that I do, I try to make my 3-year-old son one of them too. So I made this one here for him this afternoon. It took me about 25 minutes. But the next one I make, I like hand sewing, but I got an old Singer sewing machine that was made, I think it's somewhere between 1946 and 1953, the serial numbers that are on it. But there's his, and you can see how I put the one piece of leather in, and it actually holds it secured. Now, he has his own little mini-me, and it's actually turned out a lot better. I used rivets, the steel fasteners in the back of it, but I mean, I may do a video on it. If somebody wants to know how, just put a comment down there that you'd like to see a video on it, and maybe the next one I'll try to film it through. But I did sew this one right here with a sewing machine, and it did turn out a lot better as far as giving it the edges, as opposed to the hand sewing, the one I just looped it around it and stuff. So I enjoyed it. Looking forward to maybe making a couple more of them with some different type leather that's more, I guess, waterproof already. So, but if you'd like to know how to make it, get enough comments on there that would ask to see how to do it, and I'll go ahead and do it. But I think pretty much anybody that's interested in it could just look at the thing and make it themselves. So I appreciate you watching, and thanks for the views and the comments.